So let's take a look at graphing a few more systems of inequalities. So we're going to look and see if this is an appropriate graph. So we'll start with y is greater than or equal to 4. So here we do have the y is greater than or equal to 4 line. We are shaded above as we should be, so we're good to go with that one. Next we'll check the units inequality. So we have that segment graphed. We note that this is less than and should be shaded below. This is not okay. So this is not an appropriate inequality for that. Let's take a look at this one then. So here we have y is greater than or equal to 4. We're shaded above. We're good with that one. Let's look at the next one. X plus y is less than or equal to 14. We're shaded below. We're good on that one. Then we have 3x plus 8y is less than or equal to 72. We need to be shaded below on that one, and we are, so this would be the graph that correctly models that situation. So let's look at worksheet number 2 here. So we have x plus y is greater than or equal to 11. 4x plus 7y is less than or equal to 56, and y is greater than or equal to 1. So we start with y is greater than or equal to 1. We have the appropriate line. We're shaded in the appropriate region, so we're good to go as far as satisfying that inequality. X plus y is greater than or equal to 11. So we have this line. We need to be shaded above, and we are, so we've satisfied this inequality as well. Finally, we have 4x plus 7y less than or equal to 56. We have this line. We should be shaded below, but here we are not. So therefore, this is not the appropriate graph for this inequality. Let's take a look at this one. Again, we have y is greater than or equal to 1. We're shaded above. We're good to go with that inequality. X plus y is greater than or equal to 11. So we have this line. We should be shaded above. This is also not the appropriate graph for that one. Here, although it's very difficult to see, our shaded region is this triangle down here. So is that above? Absolutely. We are good to go with the y is greater than or equal to 1 inequality. X plus y is greater than or equal to 11. We need to be above that line, and we are. 4x plus 7y less than or equal to 56. We need to be below that line, and we are. So this is in fact the appropriate graph. Let's take a look at another one. So here we have our shaded region all the way down here at the bottom. Again, it's one of those ones that's kind of difficult to see. So first we have x is greater than or equal to 2. So we have our 2. We need to be shaded to the right, and we are for this equation. So we're good. X plus y is less than or equal to 5. That's here. We need to be shaded below. However, we are not. So this is not the appropriate inequality graph. So let's take a look at this one. Again, we know that we need to be to the right of x is greater than or equal to 2. So we definitely have that one covered. X plus y is less than or equal to 5. We want to be below this graph, but we are not. So this is not the appropriate graph. Our shaded region here, and this one again, it's one of those ones that's a little bit difficult to see, but it's in that triangle that's formed by the 3 lines in the middle. So are we to the right of x is greater than or equal to 2? Yes, we are. We need to be above the green line, or I'm sorry, below the green line here. Are we doing that? Yes, we are. Then we need to be above the 2x plus 8y is greater than or equal to 16. And here we are above. So this is our appropriate graph for this question. And we'll look at one more. We have x plus y is less than or equal to 11. 2x plus 5y is less than or equal to 40, and y is greater than or equal to 2. So we'll start here. We look at this, we see y is greater than or equal to 2. We always start with this one, even though it's the bottom inequality usually, because it's the easiest one to see whether it's true or not. So we want to have y is greater than or equal to 2, meaning we want to be shaded above. However, we are not. We are shaded below. This is not the correct inequality. So we'll look at B. Here we need to be above y is greater than or equal to 2, and we definitely have that, so we're good to go for that one. Next, we can test x plus y less than or equal to 11. So here we need to be below the green line, but we are above the green line, so this is not the correct graph. Let's take a look then at C. So here we have y is greater than or equal to 2. We're good to go on our graph. We are above that green line. Then we'll check out this green line. We need to be below that, and we are not. So that does not work either. Let's double check everything for D. So we have y is greater than or equal to 2. We are in fact above that line. X plus y is less than or equal to 11. We need to be below that line, and here we definitely are. Then we check 2x plus 5y is less than or equal to 40. We want to be below this line. Here we are not below this line, so none of those would have been the correct answer.